Yep, we're closing today. Let's go. Woo! It's been a long time coming on this one, guys. We are closing today. Mobile, Alabama. It's about time. Wow. This is a song that I want to listen to right now because this is exactly what I am feeling right now. It's closing time. Let's go. I know how long. Yeah, we're closing Mobile, Alabama today. We are officially going to be the owners of the property in Mobile, Alabama. That is what we're going to do right now. And I'm very excited to be closing this property because it has been a whirlwind, I'll tell you that much. It has been a whirlwind. We have gone through our trials and tribulations, and we have gone through things that a lot of people would have given up on. I had $30,000 of my own money wired into this property to stop the auction. And would you do that? Would you wire 30 grand into stopping an auction, not having ownership of that property yet? Let me know in the comment section because I want to know how many of you have the cojones to actually do that. Wire 30 G's into stopping an auction just to save somebody from foreclosure. So once again, how many of you would wire 30 grand to title to a trustee to stop an auction? So not even title, like my money was wired in to the trustee that was in charge of the foreclosure. And yes, I did a little bit to protect myself. I got a quitclaim deed sign and everything else, but I didn't record it though. So it's there in case, some funny business is happening with the homeowner, but it's not recorded. So technically, if she wanted to sell the property, maybe a cash buyer would come out and really quickly sell it. Technically, I could have lost my 30 grand. Now, when you're helping homeowners like this, when they're in very tight situations, especially with her being in a situation where she has a county job, so like more of like a state job, and they frown upon like bad credit, foreclosures, things like that. That was the last thing she wanted on her credit. And so we really helped her out by not only stopping the foreclosure, we were able to then now today close on the property. She's done with the property, and we're going to go and get the property ready for sale. So it's in Mobile, Alabama. Nice house, like 3,400 square feet, rent ready, and just some cosmetic remodeling. We're not going to do much to it. It's already a very nice property. Just need some new carpeting, refresh on the paint, some deep cleaning. Bathrooms are already nice. We're probably going to paint the kitchen and maybe put in some quartz countertop, maybe some new hardware, but that's about it. So what are the details, right? The details are this. So we bought it. We're buying it for $170. And we're going to be, the ARV on it is about 400 to 415. Now, my flips are a little bit different than everybody else's. I don't go into like heavy rehab stuff. I don't go into like beautifying houses. I just go into houses just to make them look nice, so a new family can come in and do whatever they want inside that house. And the reason we do that is because, guys, I will tell you this much. If you want to be HDTV, you might as well go file bankruptcy right now. Okay? It's a lot of the stuff is unrealistic, especially if you're new to this game. You have to buy it so cheap if you want to beautify the property and like sell it above market value or whatever it is. But especially right now, with the way the economy is, It's all about affordability. Nobody cares about your over the top kitchen look. Nobody cares about your over the top bathroom look. And you raising the price. People are looking for affordable houses in the area. So what are they buying? They're buying houses that are medium home average prices or below. A lot of people are steering clear of anything that's above the conventional loan limits. And because they don't want to get a jumbo loan, because it's a higher interest rate, they have to put a bigger down payment down. And people are starting to realize and feel the pain of inflation and feel the pain in their pocket, and they're still getting taxed the same. The prices are going up. You used to have you have home prices, you have people's property taxes going up, and so you have to be cognizant of when you're purchasing these properties, what you're buying, and how much you're buying it for. And so for me, I rather just go in there, do what I need to do to make the place look nice for a new family than just all out, just rehab the whole property, from top to bottom. That's not my thing. I'm not big into that. I'm in and out, in and out. So as long as the property is nice enough. But the thing is, though, we also price it in a way where, people can buy it and afford it as well. So we're probably going to be usually the right where the as is value is, and just to get rid of it, just to sell the house as quickly as we can, because we have our private money lenders we want to pay off. We love our private money lenders. We pay them very well. We do 6-month 6-month terms with our private money lenders. But the last 3 flips that we did, we paid off all our private money lenders within 3 months. So that's what we want to keep going, and that's what we want to keep doing. So I want to let you guys know that if you're a private money lender, or if you're just an individual that has, some money saved away, maybe you got an inheritance, maybe you sold some assets off or some properties, you got some money sitting in a CD or savings account or an IRA, whatever have you, and you want to dabble into real estate, we do have, as we scale, we have more and more opportunities. So definitely reach out to me and say, hey, Mike, I want to see how you guys do deals. Maybe we might be a good fit for each other. And so what we're looking for is private money lenders that want to be in first lien position. We pay around 12% annualized rate of return. And also, if you let's say, hey, you know what, I don't want to do the whole loan in the beginning, but I do want to come in and I want to be a gap lender, or I want to bring in the rest of the funds needed after you guys get hard money, you can be our gap lender as well. So we're always looking for good people to work with, good people to do business with and build relationships with. That's what we're about. We buy houses pre-auction. So these houses, a lot of these people, these are owned houses, so they're well taken care of. And these are families that lived in these houses and now unfortunately have to sell because of whatever happened to them, with the circumstance that put them into the situation they're at right now. But that's where we come in. We help these families. We help them move. We help them pack. We help them find another place to live. We don't just buy the house. We have a full layout. We give them full access to our resources, and that is what I'm proud of. And what we're doing is we're literally helping families find the next chapter in their lives, and not worry about this dark cloud hanging over them for forever. So when we help these families out, we win, the homeowner wins, and you win as a private money lender, because guess what? You're buying these houses anywhere from 50 to 70 cents on the dollar. However, these houses are in good shape. So it's not a medium rehab. They're not heavy rehabs. These are just little cosmetic rehabs. That's basically it. So if you want to get into one of our deals, we do protect you as well. So you do get a balloon promissory note. Sometimes we'll add you onto our LLC with the funds that you contribute as well. So there's many ways that we can protect you when it comes to your money. But we also have referrals that we can reference to, that you can call and you can say, hey, you work with Creative Mike and his team. I'm looking to invest or dabble in real estate. It's my first time. I don't want to wholesale. I don't want to flip, but I have money. I have money that I don't know what to do with. I'm scared of the stock market. I'm scared of crypto. It's unreliable. What can I do to make more than what my CD's paying, or what my bank's paying, or what my stocks are paying, right? And so, especially when you're retired on a retirement income and you have all this money, it's kind of scary if you have it in the stock market, because as we all know, the minute something changes, or the Feds change something, or the government says something stupid, boom, the market can ultimately crash, 10%, 15%, and that's your money right there. That's your retirement money. But when you're working in real estate, not only do you have protection because the asset is the collateral, you have protection with the balloon promissory note, you have protection with the deed of trust, or if you go on an LLC, and you also make a great rate of return with very little downside, because we only buy houses that we would actually put our money in ourselves. So a lot of times, a lot of the houses that we buy, we do use our own money, but as we scale and we have more opportunities, we want to bring in more people to work with us and kind of see how the process works and just have fun with it. And we love paying our private money lenders. I mean, we love giving them the check after we close on a flip. They get their check, they're very excited about it, and they're really ready to do a deal over again. So I am very excited that we're closing Mobile, Alabama today. I'm closing here in my office at 1 o'clock. So I'm going to put that on Instagram as well, which is very exciting. But we closed a deal yesterday, guys. It was a sub-2 deal, beautiful deal in Panama City Beach, Florida. One of my favorite places now to go to Florida. It's just very cool. It's got a southern charm, southern vibe, and I own a piece of a property there that's close to the beach as well, and it's really cool. I get to stay there. I get to stay there. I just stayed there a couple months ago, and now I was able to do the same thing. But I assigned a deal to a buyer that bought a beautiful property, come fully furnished. He's going to do an Airbnb on it. It's a fantastic property, and he's going to utilize the short-term loophole for tax savings. So when you're not a real estate investor, right? The loophole to mitigate your taxes off of your W-2 income. Remember, this is not tax advice. Talk to your CPA. But if you buy a short-term rental property, you can now use that to offset some of your actual taxes that you're going to owe the IRS. So talk to your CPA about it. But it's the short-term property rental loophole. So it is a tax strategy, so you want to make sure you're working with the right CPA. But I'm excited to work with this company, with this gentleman. He reached out to me, and he's like, I want to continue buying more with you as long as they're short-term rental friendly. I have buyers lined up that are astute individuals, very successful business owners that don't want to pay a lot in taxes, which definitely I don't blame them. And so I first want to I want to thank everybody that's been a part of this. I want to thank God, for first and foremost. Sometimes I get down. We've had this property actually that we're closing today. There's been some ups and downs in this property. I mean, we had this property we were going to close before. It fell out. We had some issues with it. I don't want to get into that, but we kept prevailing, and now we're at the closing table again. And I'm really just grateful for the seller. She's been with us. She's been helping us out as well. She's been very understanding of what's been going on and what's going on with the markets and everything else. And good things come to those that wait, right? Is the saying. So these problems that you're facing every single day, guys. This is just proof in the pudding right here. It's been like, we were going through these ups and downs, and now we're at the closing table, and we're just excited to get this project started. The house is really cool. It's got a pool in the back too, so pretty exciting. To be able to start flipping this property. I'm pretty excited about it. And off to next, we have a bunch of other properties. We just got a property under contract in Naples, Florida. That's going to be a equity bridge method on it. So really cool there. If you guys want to learn a little bit about creative finance, listen, guys, you guys got to follow me on YouTube. My channel is Creative Mike. I put a lot of stuff out there for you guys for free. And also follow my Instagram, creative_Mike. A lot of free stuff on there as well for you. And if you want a JV with me, just quickly DM me on Instagram. That's where I'm mostly at. And we can see if we can align, and we can see if we can partner with each other, because you might have a deal, you don't know how to structure it, and you might want to just utilize myself or my team, my resources to help you out with this deal. And we can either buy it from you, or we'll sell it for you, whatever you're looking for. But I mean, in the end, all this wouldn't be possible with supportive people in my life, and a purpose for me. I just hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers, guys. This is like really big for me, because I wasn't. It wasn't like. I was doing these videos because this is just what I'm doing right now, right? And I want to talk about it. And for having 1,000 subscribers for me is like, 1,000 people watching me every single day. That's really cool. So thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate everybody that's supporting, the the Creative Mike brand. So thank you so much for that. It means a lot to me. Hope you guys are getting value out of some of my videos, out of some of the things that I say, and I hope that you guys are making money. We strive to better ourselves every single day, but I think that you really have to put an effort into speaking to different types of people every single day to get better. Because what I do is I have Zooms weekly with different people that I can bring different value to, as well as they can. And we reciprocate. I was just on the line with somebody yesterday that has access to family offices. And these family offices bring, if you have good deals and they like you, they want to work with you. Well, now you have a lot of capital that you can work with. And so this is a person that I met before at an event, and then somebody referred me to her. She's like, oh, whoa, oh, I know Mike. I know Creative Mike. And it's funny how like you meet these different people, but we're all kind of like connected. Like this like universe like connects and realigns us in a way. So like I already aligned with this person at an event before. It was a very closed off mastermind, and we met each other there. Though we never connected afterwards. But look how the universe works in mysterious ways, right? Somebody saw me posting something, and they introduced me, and she's like, "Oh, I've already met him at Vermont at Rio's event." And we already chatted, but we never did our like follow-up Zoom or follow-up call. And we did it yesterday. And she's like, you know what? I think I might be able to help you out. I think we can collaborate on some stuff. And now I have a person that I can go to when I have a good commercial deal, when I have a good flip, a good property to buy. And it's just about making those genuine connections with people and building those relationships. And it's just funny, like when people say, oh, how can I find people to work with or private money lenders? This is how. You got to talk about it. You gotta put yourself out there. You have to make sure you work with integrity. You have to make sure you have a good reputation for yourself. You have to have some sort of track record. You know what I mean? Like just something. And if you have a track record, no worries. Partner with somebody that has a track record. Start building your schedule of real estate owned section, because in essence, that will allow you to show the people that you want to work with. Hey, I did this. Here's my record. Here's my proof. I want to work with you. What can we do? How can we collaborate? And so it's harder in the beginning, but it does get easier once you do your first deal, second deal, a third deal. And social media is huge. You're building a presence of people that are looking for somebody to work with, looking for somebody to trust. And I don't take that lightly. I take that with so much gratitude that people will trust me with their money, with their funds, and being able to deploy it into assets that I believe will make us money together. And so I'm really grateful to the lenders that already work with me and are trusting me with their hard-earned money, because we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars here that people lend to me. And I'm just very grateful for the opportunity, and I'll never take that for granted. So thank you so much to all my private money lenders that work with me and send and work with us. And I'm so and when I send you guys your returns, I'm so happy when like we sign off on that payoff and you guys get the returns that you were promised. Like that makes me happier more than me selling the house, because I know that I put money in your pocket to better your life as well. And that money could be used for something in your lives as well. Maybe a vacation, maybe taking, I don't know, something for the kids, something for your partners, or I don't know, whatever it is. I'm sure it's going to help you out. But now you have a gateway to real estate, and you have a place where you can deploy your funds, and you know that the people that you're working with are good people. I know it's very difficult because people get burned a lot, and I know it's very hard because people trust people wholeheartedly. They give people the benefit of the doubt, and I've seen so many good people get burned, and I'm always like, man, like I've been doing things honestly for a long time, and I just want to work with good people, and I want to be a good person. Why is it so hard for people like me to get money? Am I like too vocal about it? Am I going about it the wrong way? Should I kind of be like, hey, like, yeah, if you want to work with me, but there's very little opportunity, so I've been struggling with that for a long time, but then now I'm starting to see like, okay, well, this is like what you have to do, and this is what you have to provide, and slowly but surely you start building and building their reputation. But it doesn't come right away. Like it takes years. Like I've been in sub two for 2 years, and at the beginning, I was just getting out. I sent out emails to like lenders, and I would just get like BS people, like not even connectors, like trying to connect me with brokers that weren't brokers, that were trying to give me brokers. I'm like, dude, just stop, man. Like you're not. This is not how business works. Either you're a real private money lender or you're not, or you're a connector that has access to the hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, and I will happily pay you 1 to 3% to make that connection. But don't come at me with this BS. Oh yeah, I got this. No, you don't, dude. No, you don't. Like I don't want to hear it. Like just honestly, that's like my biggest pet peeve is people coming at you. I'm like, well, are you the private money lender? No, but I know somebody that is. And I remember this one guy connected me to a guy that was a connector that was going to connect me to a broker, and then the broker was going to give me a hard money lender. Like the stupidest thing I've heard. It's just so stupid. Like I could literally go online and get myself type in hard money, and there's like 50 hard money lenders. Like when I tell you I have opportunities for private money lenders, key acronym, the key words in there is private money lender. I have my hard money lenders. I have my relationships, right, with hard money lenders. Like I don't need you to connect me. Like, dude, like you're not just stop. It just gets very annoying. Now, if you're a true connector, which I met some true connectors, I want to work with you because I've worked with connectors and they actually do have people that want to deploy funds, And so those are the people that I want to work with. So if you're a true connector, I don't care if you're in sub two or not, and you want to work with me and us, and you want to deploy capital, let's work. Let's work together. Let's make some money together, But But don't come at me with like, oh yeah, I'm a connector. I know this person, I know this person, and this person knows this person. I'm like, what? Doesn't even make any sense, you know? So it's like, it's just funny. Um, but yeah, I've been a single dad this week, guys. I've been a single dad. Holy shit, I've been a single dad. But you know what? It's been such a good week with my son. My partner, Justina, she's out in the corporate world right now in downtown Chicago. A bunch of her fellow colleagues flew in from all over the country, and they're doing this big corporate thing in the city. And it's funny. We live like half an hour away, like with 20 minutes, like no traffic or anything, right? But she's staying at a hotel, and they're like, you know, whining and dining all these, you know, the executives, and they're taking them off to the Bulls game and the skyboxes and all this other cool stuff. And so I've been like a single dad this whole time. So like driving my son to school, picking him up from school, you know, taking him to jujitsu, taking him to swimming, bonding with him, you know, all day, every day, it's me and him, you know, and this goes out to all single parents, single moms. I salute you. It's not easy. It's not easy when you're rushing, when you run a business or when you're working full time. Guys, I know it's not easy. I salute you. I honestly, I am in awe of you, of what you do. As a single parent, because now I'm a single parent this week, and it's been great. It's been great, but it's also been a lot, right? From the bath times to you know to everything, right? So, but I wouldn't have it any other way with my son. I love him so much. His name's Tyler, and it's something we have a special bond together. He does jujitsu, I do jujitsu, and it's really cool. I'm really enjoying. I can't wait to see him like, you know, go from like a caterpillar to a butterfly in jujitsu, right? Where he evolves as this like jujitsu practitioner. Start putting him in competitions, and just seeing him like evolve as like this little, you know, well, he's 4.5, so he's already. I mean, he looks like he's 7, but I mean, he's only 4.5. And he's like now he's swimming without any little floaties and stuff. So it's like, yeah, I'm just really excited for those moments of just watching him doing something that daddy does too, you know. So that's hopefully could bring us close together. But regardless, it's a non-negotiable in my family. Jiu-jitsu is always going to be a part of us, and it should be I mean, I think martial arts should be a part of everybody's family. I don't think. I think if every single parent put their kids in some sort of martial arts, MMA, Muay Thai, Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, whatever it was, guys, your kids would probably not be getting bullied in school. I'm sorry to say that, but that's just honest truth. I mean, I don't care if your kid's an introvert, extrovert, if he's aggressive, if he's not, if he's soft spoken. Put him in at an early age. Show them this is like something that you just have to have in life, right? Like, you know, I mean, imagine if your kid knew how to box or do jujitsu or wrestle. Well, bullies, you know, bullies are usually the people that usually want to fight don't know how to fight. That's life, you know. That want to get into fights usually don't know how to fight. So when you stand up to a bully when you're younger and you have that martial arts behind you, you're more confident. You walk different. You look different. It's just a different vibe, man. Like it's I don't know. I mean, for me, like I said, for me, it's just a non-negotiable in the family. I think it should be a non-negotiable in all families. Just for self-defense reasons. I mean, look at what's going on in the world right now. You know, I mean, back in the day, like thousands of years, I mean, kids had to grow up, and the first thing they had in their hand was a blade and a shield. I mean, that was it. You know, that's like all the boys, even women. I remember even in the Viking times, I'm a huge Vikings fan. Shield maidens, you know, women shield maidens, and just know how to fight and fought with the men in these wars and stuff. But now I'm going off the track because I'm like a huge Vikings fan. And I love the Viking series. If you guys haven't seen Vikings, man, I'd recommend binge watching that series. It is fantastic. I love the Viking series. And those are some bad dudes, man. Those are some, shaved sides, long hair, braided hair. They had tattoos back then as well. These Vikings, right? They're typically from Norway, and those parts of the world. And they were just these dominant people, dominant in every single way. But that's because at an early age, they knew what they had to do. They taught their kids self-defense, protect the village, protect your mom, protect your siblings, protect your family. And I think we're getting away from that. I think as society, we're not even realizing like what's going on. People having, you know, walking the streets and not knowing self-defense, I think is kind of scary. But yeah, so closing time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Today's the closing time. 1 o'clock for me. So I'm excited about that. And we have some more deals. We're helping some more people with pre-foreclosures, with auctions. If you guys have auctions you want stop, please DM me. We have a whole system now, systematized, where we can work with you. We can joint venture with you. You can come work with us, do a couple of deals with us. You like it, stay with us. We'll keep joint venturing. You learn it. You want to go do it on your own, feel free, right? But when it comes to doing your first deal, I'd always recommend, if it's not me, just go for joint venture with somebody in sub two, or anybody that knows what they're doing. Be careful of some of these people that have a good social media portrayal. A lot of them don't really know what they're doing. So just be careful who you're talking to. Make sure you vet them somehow. Especially if you're gonna lend to them, please vet them, or please do your due diligence. Don't just give away your hard-earned money. I can't take seeing people posting in this one group on Facebook about people getting scammed. I mean, people talking about losing like $1 million. I'm like, my God, man, if you gave me $1 million, man, like I would have just literally just used that money as a line of credit, flipped a bunch of houses, and I know you would have made so much money from that $1 million. Because yeah, I mean, I just would have just used your money as a line of credit, and every single time I sold the house, I would have paid you a percentage, or like I said, annualized return, whatever we would work out on. But yeah, just be careful, man. I really hate to see people losing like that. It's just sad, because it's so hard to earn these paychecks and then just to give it away to some just awful person that made you a promise and didn't deliver, and is putting themselves ahead of you. Man, I just can't believe people are like that out there exist. Like, I would literally sell my house, pull money out of my property, sell my assets to pay you back, just to make sure that you're whole. Because I wouldn't want that on my conscience. I wouldn't want to go to sleep knowing I hurt you that badly, and I hurt your family too. You know what? People say, "Oh, well, the guy had $1 million. He's not going to miss it." What do you mean he's not going to miss it? It's $1 million that the guy just lost. I don't care if he has 10 million. Now he has 9. And he worked probably his ass off, or his family worked their ass off to make that money. And so, it's like people just don't respect other people anymore. It's crazy, man. Like, when I hear this stuff, it just makes my blood boil. But that's just the world that we live in, I guess. You look good. Especially the guy, I love the guys with the suits always asking for money. Dude, you're never going to see me in a suit. Maybe like a black tie event or something, but you're going to see me in a hat and a hoodie, doing deals, actually doing deals, actually paying people back, right? I'm not gonna look rich. I'm gonna wear my gym shoes. You can see me at an event, and but I can prove to you. I can show you my experience. I can show you my track record. I can show you my HUDs. I can show you my assets. Like I can even show you my credit score if you want me to show you my credit score, right? So it's like, who do you want to work with? Like I can literally, I'm an open book. You can see everything that I do. I post stuff. Like I'm doing stuff. People, you can talk to people. I've worked with a lot of people in sub two and in other communities, and we've made money together. So I'm an open book. Make sure the person that you're working with is an open book too. There's no secrets here, you know. And if the numbers don't lie. If the money's in the buy, it's not in the sell, guys. It's in the buy. If you don't buy right, you're gonna lose. If you buy too high, you'll lose. Hey, keep that in your head. A deal might look pretty, it might look beautiful, roses, rainbows, butterflies. You got your thing going, your stomach's rumbling, right? You get that feeling, you get that adrenaline, right? You get that dopamine kicking in, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this deal. It's a good deal. And before you know it, you're like stuck with this piece of shit house. Contractors are delaying everything. City inspectors coming in. You're working without permits. Whatever it is that you're doing, man. Like you got to be careful. It's in the buy. It's always been in the buy. It's never in the sell. So, with that being said, October 29th at 6 o'clock in Schaumburg, Illinois, we are going to have our live sub 2 event, Creative Finance with Creative Mike. I want to see you guys there. If you're coming from a different city, beautiful. Come on out. We'll break down some deals. I'll even break down this mobile deal we're closing today. I'll be breaking it down, how we got it, how we got under contract, what we went through, how we're getting to the final closing table. So I'm excited about that. And if you guys need funds, guys, I got you. Go to creativefunds.com. That's with a K, creativefunds.com, and I will help you get your money. We will go ahead and get you funds for transactional lending so you can double close if you don't want your buyers seeing your wholesale fee, or if you want to do a equity bridge method, also known as the Morby method, or stacking method, whatever you want to call it. We can provide funds for that as well. And you're going to tell me, well, what's the difference with you and other lenders, right? Well, there's a huge difference with my partners and I is we'll get you to the finish line, whatever it takes, right? We know how to do this. We have a system. We have a process. We can get you to the finish line. So come on out. Go to creativefunds.com. That's with the K. And I promise you, that within 24 hours, you'll have an answer if we can get this done for you. So, guys, I appreciate you, everybody on TikTok here. Thanks for joining. My name is Creative Mike. This has been the Creative Mike Show. And as always, God bless everybody and stay creative, my friends. See you guys later.